Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well in spite of all the challenges we're facing in the world right now. That's actually why I want to talk to you today. I want to share a very powerful idea with you that should really help you transform your life. It's a simple process, a simple shift in thinking, and when you do, what you'll realize is that doing less will actually get you more, okay? So as we all know right now, there's a lot of things going on in the world. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear, people losing jobs, losing their lives, health issues, just a lot of things that are kind of in mix right now, a lot of uncertainty. And so what this tends to do is it causes us to move into a fear-based thinking. You know, I always like to simplify things so it's easy to digest and easy to remember when you need to use it. One of the things I always talk about with my clients is the fact that I like to think about our mindset or thinking in just a simple way. It's either objective or it's emotional. I kind of think of it like on a teeter-totter. If you have 100% objectivity and zero emotional thinking, that's a really good place to make a decision. But if it's reverse and you're 100% emotional and zero objectivity, it's not a good place to make a decision. We never say, oh, I'm so angry that I just love to sit down and make a good decision right now, or oh, I'm so frustrated, I'm gonna write a business plan, right? When we're emotional, when we're angry, upset, triggered, anxious, fearful, we start to lose the faculties of our mind, meaning we don't think straight. We're not making good decisions and react sometimes rashly. So what we have to do is make sure we get into a good, positive mindset. Sometimes this is hard to do. You know, being able to self-detect, which means being able to recognize when you're off your own path, is a hard thing to do because you're inside yourself and you have to outthink yourself. So you have to put some processes in order to help you go, you know what? I don't feel good today. I'm not getting the results I want. If I look back over my week or the past couple of days, I'm not on a good path. I'm not accomplishing things I want and I don't feel good or healthy and balanced in my life, right? So it's mindset. So I'm gonna tell you two important things today that I'm hoping will help you integrate and shift your thinking now and start producing better results for you immediately. If you do these things today, you're gonna start seeing better results today, okay? So the first thing is I'm gonna give you kind of a metaphor to kind of explain this. But we really have to think of our mindsets, like the different ways we feel and think, as a different version of ourselves. So when you're angry, it's one version of you. It's a totally different chemical makeup, biology and psychology and physiology of you versus when you're happy or joyful or passionate. So you're a completely different person. So the first thing we have to self-detect and realize is that if I'm angry, I'm not gonna make good decisions. If I'm angry, I'm not gonna solve the problem from anger. Until you get rid of anger and fully become a person that is focused, determined, excited, passionate, etc. One of the positive things you want to be building that future or manifesting it from, until you transition to one of those things, you won't solve the problem. So if you're still feeling angry, don't get frustrated also that you're not accomplishing the goal. Self-detect and realize, the reason I'm not reaching the goal right now is because I'm still angry. And so how do you solve that? What you do is whatever you're feeling that is not the way you want to feel, you have to ask yourself, what is this trying to tell me? How's it trying to help me? If I'm angry, what am I angry about? And then solve that problem or put a plan into action. And when you do, that instantly in creating the plan and finding the answer, you move yourself from emotional thinking to objective thinking. Now you're gonna be in a mindset where you can go out and execute the things that you want to do, okay? So another really important thing, think of it like this. Let's say you were gonna hire, to make that a pretty good example, let's say you were gonna hire someone for a job. You interview two people. One person comes in dressed horribly, no experience, no resume, bad speaker, bad attitude, been in trouble before, and just proven that basically they've failed over and over and over at trying to be successful at this role. Then you interview someone else and they come in dressed well. They've got a cover letter, resume, they're articulate, they're respectful, they answer all your questions well, and they obviously show that they're highly qualified for this job. Well, obviously this is a person you want to work with, right? They're qualified and they have all the attributes you want that you attribute with success in that role. That's how you have to think about your mindset. When you're angry, sad, frustrated, depressed, anxious, you are the employee you don't want to hire for the job, okay? But when you transition over, when you find out what the emotion is, what the challenge is, what the things you need to do to solve that emotion, to self-detect, what do I need to do? And ask yourself, how is that helping me? As soon as you do that, you will transition over and start becoming the person you need to be, the mindset you need to be successful, okay? And again, you determine what the mindset is. But most of the time we want to be determined, focused, excited, passionate, driven, inspired, etc., right? So that's one way of looking at it that's very important, because I want you to be able to recognize in yourself when these things happen. Because too often we micromanage ourselves, we beat ourselves up, and we really don't realize that we haven't really taken any of the necessary steps to solve the problem, so there's no need to beat yourself up. And again, beating yourself up is not going to get you any closer, it's going to take you further away, right? There's a great guy named Steve Kotler. He does this science, he's been researching for many years on flow state, which is basically what we call being in the zone. You know, when Michael Jordan's hitting all of his threes and dunking and playing an amazing game, he's in the zone. When we look at these athletes, Serena Williams, different people who just play at an unbelievable skill level, they get into the zone, they click into another higher level of performance. What's so fascinating, I'm reading a great book right now by Stephen that talks about this. And one of the things I want to share with you that's so powerful that he says is they found out that in order to step into this higher performance, to get into the zone, into the flow state, you don't turn something else on. It's not something that's off in your mind, like, oh, everybody else is using this or has this other access to this thing I don't have. What's so fascinating that he found out recently is you turn things off. What happens is there's too much you in the way. Like we say, we get in our own way, right? We're our own worst enemy. You're blocking yourself. What that means is we're working too hard. We're doing too much. We're forcing, we're pushing, instead of letting go and trusting. Follow a process that you know how to do. Ask yourself what you want. Take the first step to get there. If you don't know what you want, go research things you want. When you research and find something you want, then find the steps in order to accomplish it. Just continue to educate yourself. If you learn something and do something, you'll continue to move on the path of educating yourself objectively and building competence and confidence in your skill and your mindset, okay? But going back to the flow state again, what's so powerful about that is that we're not turning things on. You don't have to go gain access to something else. You don't have to learn a new skill that you didn't have. What you have to do is turn off parts of your mind. It's so powerful because they found out that there's parts of the mind that are on, there are consciousness, that keep us running through the normal behaviors and thought processes that we have. So the way to start accessing this ability to turn off the things that are in your way, kind of shut down some of the systems, too many things are running, and work from a calmer, more grounded, focused state, a great way to do that is to meditate. Meditation, I love transcendental meditation, but any type of meditation is going to be great for you. Anytime you stop, shut down your computer. I mean, think about it. Your computer, your phone, everything has to shut down sometime, right? Your car, you can't drive around the country on a road trip and just keep the car running all the time. You got to turn it down. You got to tune it up. You got to give it oil changes. You got to do different things to keep everything running smooth. Your brain needs the same thing. And the way you get those things is by meditating, by exercising, by eating well and sleeping. Those are really the things that are going to get you there. Yoga is also awesome. That's a good exercise, but it also kind of does mind, body, and spirit together. So these tools will help you right now. If you're going through a hard time in your life, if you're looking for, a way to get out of feeling stuck, or if you're depressed and feel like you're sinking right now, or looking for the extra little bit of motivation or inspiration to get you up and help you make it through these times, try this, okay? Here's what you do today. First of all, you got to learn how to self-detect. Sit down and identify where you are. The first thing is, where's my mindset at? If you feel emotional, you're not in a place to be accomplishing or executing your goals. Before you go after the goals, you need to help yourself get out of that mindset and get into a better mindset. When you feel, now I feel passionate, I feel inspired, I feel grounded, I feel peaceful, something that you attribute to being positive and forward thinking, that's a place to start working on your goals. And then from there, remember, just learn something and do something. People say, how do I know what's the first step to take, or where do I go? Don't stress yourself out. Learn something, do something. Just go learn something about the thing you're interested in, learn how other people did it, what they did, what they liked, what challenges or pitfalls they had, and then go do those things. Learn something, do something. And the second thing is, start understanding that less is more. You gotta turn off things in the system. Don't push harder, work harder, do more, do less. Just do it more effectively and more efficiently. So I would highly suggest, if you're not exercising regularly, start adding in it every day. 20 minutes of yoga, 20-minute walk. It doesn't really matter what you do. Push-ups, anything you do, you're gonna put your body in that state where it's gonna kick in new chemicals, new biology and physiology, and start providing you with the support you need to be the person you wanna be, okay? Meditation, eating well. Your diet's so important. Your diet completely changes the way you feel about yourself, the chemical makeup. I mean, think about it. What you put, so if you're gonna cook something, if you're gonna cook a meal and I throw candy bars and sugar and licorice and ice cream into something, is it gonna be healthy? No, it's not gonna be very healthy. It may taste kind of good, but it's not gonna be healthy. You gotta put healthy stuff in your body, mind, body, and spirit. reading, walking, exercising, meditating, doing things you need to fill your soul will help every other area of your life. So remember, meditation, being healthy, and turning things off are the key to helping you lock into that flow state and becoming in the zone so you can start to perform better, start to see better opportunities in the world, have a better perception of your life, and start to achieve better results. I hope this helps everybody out. Keep the DMs coming in. It's been great. I've had a lot of good follow-up from everybody on things we've been working on. I really enjoy that. So as you try this throughout the week, please let me know. Shoot me some messages. Let me know what you're experiencing. Let me know the wins you're experiencing, and let me know about the challenges you're facing. I'd love to help you. But this week, I hope that you try this. And by this time next week, I hope that you're seeing a better, brighter world and better results in your life. Thanks, you guys. And remember, extraordinary is only a thought away.